What's going on, Planeswalkers? Nerdy Jace here, and I'm back with another Brawl video here on Magic the Gathering Arena. And today is my, on today's video, I'm going to show you my third Brawl deck. And it's fitting because it also fits with my daily quest of casting 20 green or black spells and killing 15 of your opponent's creatures. And that is my optimized Sephiroth rat deck, as the wifey texts me. Yeah, so if you remember back to my first Brawl video with Pantlaza, at the end of it, I also showed off the bullshit Sephiroth deck that I made for that week's midweek Magic, and you had to use a Final Fantasy Brawl deck. You had to have a Final Fantasy card as a leader. So I really enjoyed playing that unoptimized garbage and decided to, well, again, optimize the deck. And I know I keep saying this about all my decks. Again, I'm biased, but each one I make I love because I put my own little spin on it. I fucking love this deck. Pantlaza is still my favorite, but this one is a hell of a lot of fun, and I'm going to go ahead and get into the deck profile. So as I'm doing that, you know the drill. Go ahead and like, subscribe, share, leave some comments throughout the video. Get you some snacks, some food, whatever. Get you a drink. Got my big ass sweet tea here. And yeah, we're gonna get into the deck profile. So going back over Sephiroth Fabled Soldier again, he's a 3/3 human avatar soldier. When he enters or attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, you draw a card. And also his other ability, the main thing with the theme of this deck, is whenever another creature dies, so that's yours or your opponent's, or your opponent's, target opponent loses a life, you gain a life. Then if this is the fourth time this ability has resolved this turn, you transform him, and he transforms, of course, into One Wing Angel, and thus becomes a 5/5 flyer Angel Nightmare Avatar. And his ability is Supernova, again going with the theme of the game. So as he transforms, you get an emblem that states whenever a creature dies, target opponent loses a life, you gain a life. So the same ability on his front side, but he has the added ability on top of that, where whenever he attacks, you can sacrifice any number of creatures, and if you do, you also draw that many cards. So again, you're pinging your opponent, you're gaining a life, and filling your deck, you're filling your hand back up. So the lands, again, it's a mono black deck. You know, got some artifacts sprinkled in there. So I'm starting off with 31 swamps, and then I have Bochica Bog. It enters the battlefield tapped, and then when it enters, you exile target opponent or target player's graveyard. So that's taking away any kind of recursion from reanimate, flashback, things like that. Any kind of shenanigans, gone right there. And it taps to add a swamp. I have the awesome looking Hive of the Eye Tyrant. So this card style has the Dungeons and Dragons little module flair going for it. So if you control 2 or more other lands, it enters tapped. It taps for a swamp, and then you can pay 4 mana, and until end of turn, it becomes a 3/3 black beholder creature with menace. And whenever this creature attacks, exile target card from defending player's graveyard, and it still counts as a land. So again, you're getting rid of any kind of problematic cards from your opponent's graveyard. And again, just in a pinch, if you need to swing for lethal, you can make it a creature, and you know, that's it. Next up, I got Mudflat Village. So it taps to add a colorless. You can tap to add a swamp, but you can only use the swamp to cast a creature spell. And then for 2 mana, you sacrifice this land. You get to return target bat, bat, lizard, rat, or squirrel card from your graveyard to your hand. So again, this is a rat deck. All but I think I counted 4 cards in 4 creature cards in the deck are rats. So you're getting something back on top of your or I'm sorry, it goes back to your hand. So you're pulling something in there. And again, just it fits with the theme of the deck. And I like the card style for this too. It's again, at some point I'm going to get that. I've been using a lot of my gold to get card styles for some of my favorite cards in my decks. All right, next up we have the classic Innistrad card, Westvale Abbey. I love this card. Again, Innistrad block is my favorite block out of all Magic. Again, horror nerd, so again, that fits with the theme of this. But you tap to add a colorless mana. You can pay 5 mana and a life to create a 1/1 black-white human cleric token. Or what we're going to be using it for in this deck, you tap 5, sacrifice 5 creatures, you transform the land and untap it, and it transforms into Ormondal Profane Prince. So he is a 9/7 flying lifelink, indestructible haste demon beat stick. Again, you're transforming him to just pound face and end the game. Again, art's awesome. Fits with the theme because in theory you're going to get a bunch of rats or other creatures out there, and then boom, sacrifice, transform them. Then I have a Witch's Cottage. So it enters tapped unless you control 3 or more swamps. When it enters untapped, you may put target card from your graveyard on top of your library. I'm sorry, target creature card from your graveyard to your library. So again, you're going to put a rat that you need, some of your other little fun cards in here. Goes right back on top of your library. Cast it again, hopefully win. We'll see. But again, that recursion really really helps out. And again, just nice little cool card to go in the deck as well. Another classic Innistrad card, Ghost Quarter. So you tap it for a colorless mana, or you can tap it, sacrifice the land, you destroy target land.
Spider sense is tingling.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, I've been doing some house stuff, so I'm getting like a bunch of freaking texts and shit from that kind of stuff. And of course the wifey. Anywho, so you sacrifice his land, destroy target land. So basically you want to go after your opponent's dual lands, command tower, whatever, anything that's getting them extra value. You want to kill it with Ghost Quarter. Its controller, or you know, if somebody fucks with your lands, you can kill your own land. And then after that, the land's controller gets to search the library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, tap, or no, I'm sorry, just puts it onto the battlefield and then shuffles. So again, you're blowing up a land. And then I got the also classic Lorwyn block. I believe this was in Morningtide way back when. Mutavault. So again, you tap it for a colorless mana, and then you can pay 1 to turn it into a 2/2 changeling creature until end of turn, and it still counts as land. So it's going to become a rat, and then that procs all these other little abilities in the deck, makes them stronger. Even if you don't attack with it, you do that to get that ability to resolve, and then boom, you pump up. And then I have the slightly beefier version of Mutavault, Soulstone Sanctuary. So same thing, you tap it for a colorless mana. This time you can pay 4 mana to turn it into a 3/3 changeling with vigilance until end of turn. Oh, I'm sorry, that stays, and then it's still a land. So Mutavault's until end of turn. Soulstone becomes a creature land. And then lastly, rounding out the lands, I have Urborg, Tome of the Yawgmoth. It's a legendary land. Each land is a swamp in addition to its other land types. So again, just Nice card, put it out. So all your colorless mana or colorless lands also are swamps. Could potentially screw your opponent's mana base, you never know. But alright, so that's all the lands. We're getting to the 1-drops now. Got the classic Dark Ritual instant. Tap 1 to add 3 swamps to your mana pool. Boom. You can turn 1 Sephiroth if you want, or you can do any other combination of nice little creatures or whatever that's in the deck. But again, it's an instant, so you can, you know, use that whenever. Then I have Engine Rat. It's a 1/1 Death Toucher and also has the ability for 6 mana. Target opponent loses 2 life. So it's a direct damage spell if you need it in a pinch. And he, you know, he survives. Then I got Fatal Push or Battle at the Big Bridge if you have the Final Fantasy art like I do. You destroy target creature if it has a mana value of 2 or less, or you can use the Revolt ability, where it's destroy that creature if it has 4 or less mana value if a permanent has left your battlefield this turn. So again, rats, they start off small and then grow bigger. You should have a board to use this with, so you're getting that extra value out of it. Then I have Gnawing Vermin, 1/1 rat creature. When it enters, target player mills 2 cards, so 2 cards off the top of their library goes into the graveyard. And then when he dies, target opponent or target creature you don't control gets -1/-1 until end of turn. So you can kill stupid token, use that to set up with some other cards that you can do, or blocks, you know, whatever. And then there's Inquisition of Kozilek. As I move my mouse, target player reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from their hand with a mana value of 3 or less, and they discard it. So again, that's getting rid of a removal spell, a potentially problematic creature, enchantment, planeswalker, whatever. You're dealing with it right there. Then I have the badass looking Mirrodin Avenged. So against an instant, destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn. So again, a board full of rats, you do a little chip damage to a creature, and then boom, play that, kills them, and then you get to draw a card on top of it, so it replaces itself. And then also, the art on this card is metal as fuck. That is awesome. Karn holding the severed head of Elish Norn. That's just awesome. Then there's Reanimate. Again, that was in my Outlaw Olivia Wales deck. Put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, and then you lose life equal to its mana value. Then I have Tragic Slip. So target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn, or they get -13/-13 until end of turn if a creature died this turn. So again, that gets over indestructible, things like that. And then lastly, rounding out the 1-drops is Typhoid Rats, 1/1 Death Touch. All right, 2-drops. I got the Alchemy version of Nezumi Prowler. It's a 3/1 ninjutsu. So with ninjutsu, whatever the cost is, in this case, it's its same mana cost. You return an unblocked attacker that you control to your hand. You put this card onto the battlefield from your hand, tapped and attacking. And then when he enters, you put a Death Touch counter and a Lifelink counter on target creature you control. So I mean, you can even target itself or whatever, because it's getting that 3 damage in. Pretty nice, strong card, especially for two cost. Got Blight Bellied Rat, 2/2 Toxic. So Toxic is a player's dealt when a player's dealt combat damage with a creature with Toxic. They also get poison counters equal to the toxic value. So this is a toxic 1. And then when this creature dies, you proliferate. So proliferate, you choose any number of permanents and or players, and then you give each another counter of whatever they already have. So in this case, you give them an extra toxic counter. If you have a planeswalker out, you can up the loyalty counter, things like that. Yeah, wifey just got off. So yeah, good card. And again, it's a 2/2 rat, so a little bit beefier. Then I have Burglar Rat, 1/1. When it enters, target opponent discards a card. Again, self-explanatory. Yeah, you're getting your opponent is choosing to get rid of something from their hand, and hopefully helps you out. I got Go for the Throat, so it's an instant, destroy target non-artifact creature. Again, removal. And then my next removal is Heartless Act. So with this, you get to choose one. Destroy target creature with no counters on it, or you can remove up to 3 counters from target creature. So it's good in any kind of situation. Most of the time, you're going to use the first effect, though. Then I have Pack Rat. So Pack Rat's power... Give me a sec. Okay, so yeah, Pack Rats' power and toughness are each equal to the number of rats you control. And then you can pay 3 mana, discard a card, create a token that's a copy of Pack Rat. So again, it's building on itself, and then again, making your other stuff bigger as well. Then I have Persistent Marsh Stalker. So he's a 3/1 Rat Berserker. This creature gets +1/+0 for each other rat you control. So again, he's just going to be a big beat stick. And he also has the Threshold ability. So whenever you attack with 1 or more rats, if there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, you can pay 3 mana. If you do, you return this from the graveyard onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. So you got the recursion with him also. But again, you have to attack with 2 or more rats, and then have at least 7 cards in your graveyard. So pretty easy to do. Then I have Piper of the Swarm, so Pied Piper. Again, I like this art is awesome too. I really like it. So he's a 1/3 human warlock. Rats you control have menace. So menace means the creature can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. So again, that just helps get some damage in no matter what. So for 2 mana, you can tap him to create a 1/1 rat token. And then for 4 mana, you can sacrifice 3 rats and you gain control of target creature. So that's freaking awesome right there. You can swap, you can take your opponent's leader if he's on board. Some other cards like the was it from Amonkhet? I can't remember, but the gods that become creatures when you have the color devotion, things like that, you get to take them. And then it's yours until you know, they deal with that creature. So pretty freaking cool. Then I have Plague Crafter's Familiar. It's 1/1 Death Toucher. When Familiar enters, choose a creature card in your hand. It perpetually gains Death Touch. So that means until the end of the duel, that creature will have Death Touch, whether it goes, you know, on the board, into the graveyard, back into your library, whatever, it keeps Death Touch. All right, so here's the big part of the deck. I have 18 copies of Rat Colony, and again, you can tweak this to suit your needs if you're interested in this deck or this kind of archetype. I got 18 copies right now. Starts off as a 2/1 creature. It gets +1/+0 for each other rat you control. And then a deck can have any number of cards named Rat Colony in it. So Rat Colony is the cheaper version of Relentless Rats. Relentless Rats costs 3 mana, is a 2/2, has this same ability, or actually I think it makes gets +1/+1. But I want to say Relentless Rats is a mythic, and I'm not spending wild cards or money to get the 4 copies of Relentless Rats I need in order to then activate the infinite cards for that. So Rat Colony it is, and it works damn well. Cheaper to cast, all that stuff. But yeah, that's the big part of the deck. Then I have Ruin Rat, 1/1 Death Toucher. When it dies, you exile a card from opponent's graveyard. Again, just like one of the other cards that I mentioned earlier. Next up, removal, classic Shieldred's Edict. You choose one. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature of their choice. They sacrifice a token creature of their choice, or they sacrifice a planeswalker of their choice. Again, you got 3 optimal options for whatever you need at the time. Then I have Undercity Dire Rat. He's a 2/2 with the Rat Tail ability. When it dies, you create a treasure token. And then the treasure token is you tap and sacrifice the token, you gain a mana. And lastly, rounding out the 2 drops is this awesome card, Valley Rotcaller. So it's a 1/3 Squirrel Warlock with Menace. But the big ability for him is whenever he attacks, each opponent loses X amount of life and you gain X amount of life, where X is the number of other squirrels, bats, lizards, and rats you control. And again, like I said, all but 4 creatures in this deck are rats. So your opponent's losing bare minimum 1 life and you're gaining a life. It's a very strong card. All right, 3 drops. Starting off, got Lord Skitter, Sewer King, 3/3. Whenever another rat you control enters, exile up to 1 target card from an opponent's graveyard. So again, you're canceling out their graveyard. And then his other awesome ability is at the beginning of combat on your turn, so right when you declare combat, you get to create a 1/1 black creature, black rat token with this token can't block. So again, you're getting more bodies on the field that also pump up your rat colony and your other things like that, and you're going at your opponent. And you don't even care if they die, because when they die, they proc Sephiroth, which is what you want to do anyway. It's a win-win situation. Then we got Cardamonix, the Rat King. Again, some pretty creepy, badass looking art. 3/3 Toxic 1. Other rats you control have Toxic 1. So again, your army of rat colony, they're now toxic as well. When he enters, you look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal any number of rat cards from among them, put them into your hand, and then the rest go on the bottom of your library in a random order. So again, you're filling your hand back up to get some more little cheap creatures out to swarm your opponent. Next up, this is another one. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck, 9 Lives Familiar. And again, he works so well with your leader ability. So it's a 1/1 cat. With the ability, this creature enters with 8 revival counters on it if you cast it. When Familiar dies, if it had a revival counter on it, you return it to the battlefield with 1 less revival counter at the beginning of the end step. So again, comes back. You sacrifice it with Sephiroth's leader ability, proc him, or any of the other cards requiring sacrifice. You do a cheap block, and then he comes back. Very flavorful with the deck also. And then we got this the artifact, we'll say package of the deck, Buster Sword. So again, Final Fantasy card, costs 3 mana to equip. Equipped creature gets +3/+2. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card, then you can cast a spell from your hand with mana value less than or equal to the damage that occurred without paying its mana cost. So again, you're paying some of your other little weenies for free or you know, again, your leader getting that the swings in with that. But yeah, still playing any of this for free. Then of course I got the classic tribal card. Well, I say classic. The classic archetype tribal card. Patchwork Banner. When it enters, you choose a creature type. Obviously, it's rats. Creatures of the chosen type get +1/+1, and then you tap it for a mana. So again, works great. Then I have Sword of Fire and Ice. Again, 3 to cast, 2 to equip. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from from red and blue. And then whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, this equipment deals 2 damage to any target and you draw a card. So again, you're getting direct damage on top of that, plus getting an extra card into your hand. And lastly, to round this out, I got the Masamune Blade. Again, 3 to cast, 2 to equip. Nice equip cost. Again, low equip cost. As long as equipped creature is attacking, it has first strike and must be blocked if able. Equipped creature has, if a creature dying causes a triggered ability of this creature or an emblem you own to trigger, it triggers an additional time. So again, you get One Wing Angel out. That emblem would trigger twice. Sephiroth's leader ability will trigger twice. Or again, you just put it on a Death Toucher or things like that. But again, the big thing is it's also giving first strike, so you can you know, have a first strike Death Toucher. That's a nice classic combo right there. All right, 4 drops. We got Damnation. So this is the black version of Wrath of God or Day of Judgment, depending on your era of Magic. Destroy all creatures, they can't be regenerated. So again, board wipe. Fun fact, Damnation also triggers Sephiroth. Of course, if you have Sephiroth out, he dies and can't transform, but he still triggers. Next up, we got Desecration Demon. Again, fits so well with Sephiroth's ability. He's a 6/6 flying demon at the beginning of each combat. So that includes when he comes in and has Summoning Sickness. Any opponent may sacrifice a creature of their choice. If they do, you tap Desecration Demon and you put a +1/+1 counter on it. Doing that, proc Sephiroth, gain a life, they lose a life, whatever. Again, win-win. And he keeps pumping himself up as well.
Spider sense is tingling.
As I text my wifey again, I got Drag to the Underworld. So starting off, it's a 4-cost removal spell, but the spell costs X less to cast, where X is your devotion to black. So again, any amount of black mana that's on the field, it reduces it by 2. So basically, unless you're in dire straits, you're casting this for 2 mana. You destroy target creature. Self-explanatory. Wifey's also picking up dinner, so that's why I put my order in. Okay, so yeah, again, you're paying this for 2 mana, and again, the art looks pretty cool too. Then I have Revenge of the Rats. So it's a 4-cost. It's a 4-cost sorcery that also has flashback, so that's a big thing right there. So you create a tapped 1/1 black rat creature token for each creature card in your graveyard. and then you get to flash it back for the same mana cost. So again, something happens, you get board wipe or whatever, you got a bunch of your rat colonies in there, cast that, and then you get, again, however many creatures are in your graveyard, you get that back on board, and Jesus Christ. Okay. My phone is blowing up today. So again, great card, great synergy with this deck. And then I have from Final Fantasy the Darkness Crystal. 4 cost legendary artifact. Black spells you cast cost 1 less. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, instead you exile it, and then you gain 2 life. And then for 6 mana, tap it, you put target creature card that was exiled with Darkness Crystal's ability onto the battlefield, tapped, under your control with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it. So again, mostly you're paying it just to make your rats that much cheaper so you can boom 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 swarm the board, but that second ability can come in clutch if you need it. And then lastly, we have the classic black offender, Phyrexian Obliterator. So he's a 5/5 trampling Phyrexian horror. Whenever a source deals damage to this creature, that source's controller sacrifices that many permanents of your choice. So basically, you're swinging with him at every turn. And then whenever damage gets dealt to him, your opponent's blowing something up on their board. So that's planeswalkers, creatures, enchantments, artifacts, lands. Again, you're fucking your opponent up. And it is not fun. It is not pretty, but it's awesome too. All right, 5 drops. I do have 2 planeswalkers in this one. The first one, I have Liliana the Necromancer. So really, there's several Lilianas that you could put, I say, in this slot. The typical answer, again, it's a strong card, very flavorful and all that, is Liliana the Veil, but I wanted to do something different. And I feel this fits in better with what's going on with the deck. So she comes into play with 4 loyalty counters. Her +1 ability is target player loses 2 life. So again, self-explanatory, you're dealing direct damage. -1, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. So again, if you need a combo piece or something else in a pinch, you bring it back to your hand. And then for -7, you destroy up to 2 target creatures. Then you put up to 2 creatures from any graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. So again, like you can kill Phyrexian Obliterator, something, a Titan, whatever. Doesn't matter if it's yours or your opponent's, and then you get 2 creatures back. Again, win-win. And then something, the next card fits so well with the theme and synergy of this deck, and that is Loth the Spider Queen. So this is from the Baldur's Gate Dungeons and Dragons set, and I got the alternate art on this one. So she comes in with 4 loyalty counters. Whenever a creature you control dies, you put a loyalty counter on Loth. So that's the big thing here. And again, it fits with all the little weenie creatures that you're blocking with or whatever. So she has a 0 ability, you draw a card and you lose a life. For -3, you create 2/1 spider tokens with menace and reach into play. And then for -8, you get an emblem with whenever an opponent is dealt combat damage by 1 or more creatures you control, if that player lost less than 8 life, then they lose life equal to the difference. So they're losing a chunk of life no matter what. Really, you're not using that ability. You're using her 0 cost draw ability, and then you're also doing the spider tokens. Because again, so she comes into play. You go ahead and -3, taking her down to 1. You get the 2 spider tokens. Next turn, you block with them. You get the loyalty back. Or, you know, you'll still be down 1, but still it comes back. So again, strong card, great synergy with what's going on here. Then I have Maha, Its Feathers Knight. 6/5 Flying Trampler. It has Ward, and that Ward cost is discard a card. Creatures your opponents control have base toughness of 1. So again, it doesn't matter what the hell it is. A big Eldrazi, again, a Titan, whatever. It has a toughness of 1. So then your rats are going to kill it. Unless it has, you know, indestructible or whatever things. But it makes them weaker. And that helps out your rats to where you can remove board pieces, proccing Sephiroth, proccing Loth, proccing whatever else you have. It's awesome. Then rounding out the 5 drops is Maronar. 2/3 legendary rat rogue. All rats have fear. So fear is kind of like menace, except with fear, the creatures can be blocked except by artifacts or black creatures. And then his tapping ability is you sacrifice a rat, and then you create X 1/1 black rat tokens, where X is the number of rats you control. So again, you're swarming the board, making your rat colony and other things that much beefier, and, you know, again, swinging for game. Last 2 cards of the deck are Ink Eyes, Servant of Ani. It's a 5/4 rat ninja with ninjutsu 5, so you can potentially cast it for 1 mana less. Whenever Ink Eyes deals combat damage to a player, you may put target creature card from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. So again, you get to steal something from the graveyard and it becomes yours now. And then for 2 mana, you can regenerate Ink Eyes, so that's nice too. And then lastly, if the game goes that long, or, you know, whatever happens, we got Rise of the Dark Realms. So costs 9 mana, but you put all creature cards from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control. Again, strong card. You get a massive army, swing for game. So again, very fun deck. Enough babbling about all that. Let's get into some mother flipping games. All right. And hopefully we can go off right out the gate. We'll see. Again, I will not play against Vivi. So if that comes off, I'm going to auto concede because I'm not dealing with that horse shit. Tifa might be an iffy. Ah, we got duel. We got the partner. This is actually my first time playing a partner. All right, opponent goes first. I got 3 mana, got a couple rat colonies, my patchwork banner, and that we're keeping. All right, so let's go ahead and put... I'm going to put a swamp out, leave that open for fatal push if need be. Excellent. Let's go ahead and do Mudflat Village and get our first rat colony out. Unless they counter, which they might. Yeah. You wasted a fucking counter spell on that shit. Partner. Whenever you cast your first spell each turn, choose opponent random that deals damage equal to blah, blah, blah. Ooh, I got Loth. Alright, you're tapped out. So let's go ahead and put Patchwork Banner out. Pump up my rats. No, can't do that. Okay. So that's not 2 or less, that's 3. Ooh. Okay, so let's go ahead. Relentless, rat colony. Sweet. And actually, let's go ahead and put Blight Belly Rat out also. And actually, next turn I might go ahead and do Sephiroth. We'll see. All right. So what does Titus do? Scry. Land. Whenever you catch first, land them. Okay. We got Tragic Slip. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and Fatal Push Titus. Actually, I should have had Sephiroth out first before I did that. And all right, let's go ahead. Let's do Sephiroth. I should have done that first. Counter spell, fuck you. Mana drain, you cocksucker. Yes, come back to my command zone. All right, let's swing. Eat that 5 damage, son, and take your toxic counter. All right, portal to Atraxa. Ouch. Each bonus sacrifice at the beginning. Beginning of your upkeep. Ooh. Alright, so what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do Revenge of the Rats before that shit goes off. Training grounds. That's pretty damn strong there. Let's go ahead and let's do Pack Rat. Really? Dude. Fuck you, man. Well, that kinda, well, I was hoping for, yeah. Alright, so that was actually too bad. But again, you're seeing what the deck can do. Oh, something I meant to mention an honorable mention for the deck. Actually, I'm gonna bring that up real quick. So one thing you can burn through your hand really quick, depending on the circumstances, you know. So I'm thinking about adding where are you at? There you are. I'm thinking about adding the One Ring to the deck. I'm not sure because it does cost 4. but it's an indestructible legendary artifact. When it enters, if you cast it, you gain protections from everything until your next turn. So, you know, damage, whatever. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life for each burden token that is on the One Ring. You pay 1 mana, tap it, put a counter on the One Ring, and then you draw a card for each counter that's on it. So again, you can refill your hand if need be. So I'm back and forth on the fence about it, because again, I need a mythic wild card to do it, but we'll see. Anyway, let's get back in some more games. As we wait. Oh, usually don't have to wait this long. Ren the Relentless. I think he's a rogue, rat rogue. I go first, 3 mana. Ooh, got a wild card there. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Again, that's the good thing about this deck also. It's cheap to play. Jesus Christ. If a creature an opponent control would die, you exile it instead, beginning to create X rat tokens with. Yeah. If I had let's go ahead and do Gnawing Vermin. If I did put blue in here, I would use that one. But oh, good. Got rid of 2 lands. Go for throat. Nice. Let's go ahead and do actually, hold up. Let's go ahead and attack first. Alright, then we're gonna put Rat Colony out. Hopefully you don't unsummon or shit like that. Essence Scatter. Actually, Essence Scatter is a 2-cost, isn't it? Arcane Signet. See, that's something I probably need to run in some of my decks, but I don't. I mean, it's a strong card and everything, but I'd rather have other, I guess, 2-cost in there. I don't know. Okay. So Ward costs 2. I can't do that right yet. They get nothing. Excellent. I get another land. Let's go ahead and hit Sephiroth. I'm not going to use his ability because I don't have the two costs to do that, but we're going to go ahead and attack in full. Sephiroth procs. But I can now actually target Go for the Throat. No block. Ooh, Maha. That's nice. I can't do that because that's an artifact. Yes, I know he has Ward. I can... Wait, what the fuck? Oh, god damn it. He has two instances of Ward. Motherfucker. Oopsie. Oopsie poopsie. Go ahead and do my rats. course, the sucky thing is they get exiled instead, but whatever. That's actually biting me in the ass. Let's look at that again. Yeah. Double ward. Because I actually haven't ran into that card too often, so I didn't realize that also does the extra ward ability. Oh, c'est la vie. Let's go. Boja, Jaws of the Conclave. 2 mana. I mean, I can run with that. Keep that. I want to get Persistent Marsh Stalker out before Rat Colony. Alright, so what does he do? Vigilance, Trample, Ward 3. Oh yeah, when he attacks, you put counters on each... Yeah, that elf shit. Alright, Mana Dork. The Ozolith. Got Masamune, okay. What the? Let's see. Go ahead and do Rat Colony. And then swing with Marsh Stalker. Excellent. Black Blade Reforged gets plus one. Ooh. Equip a legendary creature for 3. Ooh, that's gonna be rough. Okay, let's go ahead and do... Let's get Seph out. Let's go ahead and start doing some of that. I'm going to decline. Swing for 7. So again, why is that with purple? Alright, I got 5 mana now. Let's go ahead. Actually, we're gonna flood with the rats. And I still have a mana open for Fatal Push. Deferious Protection. Yep. Yep. but still procs. But sadly, I don't get the emblem. -4. Okay. Well, can't really do that. Well, I can. Let's go ahead and just put him out. Nothing gets death touch. Go ahead and put Buster Sword out. Yeah, I finally got that alternate art for Buster Sword. That's just badass looking. There he is. Vigilance, Trample, Ward. Ward, 3. Got Masamune out now. Actually, shit, I fucked that up. I should have held on to that. Thinking too far, thinking too fast. I mean, you're not gonna sacrifice your creature. Oh yeah, I forgot to get to draw a card too. So yeah, we'll play my rats for free. Rat Colony gains no life because it's X cards in your hand -4. Draw a card for each wolf you control. And if you cast it, each player choose a creature with power 2 or less. That player is going to destroy all creatures except the creature chosen that way. Asshole. Ooh, see, Shieldred's Edict will help out. Approach of the Second Sun. Does this spell is cast from your hand? And you cast another spell named... Okay. Put 7th from the top and gain 7 life. Oh, that horseshit. You're gonna stall out to get that. Okay, well. Shit, I only got... Oh, Ooh, nice. Get a free Maha. Another creature control is enter. You want to gain the life. Okay, that's fine. And then I want to... Come on, stall. Gain your 2 life. Ooh. Yeah. Bye-bye, Land of War Elves. Sephiroth procs twice, thanks to Buster Sword. Or, I mean, not Buster Sword, but Masamune. So that's actually, I guess my opponent got screwed, because normally I played against that leader a couple times, and yeah, typically you're trying to get those other elves off the damn board. So I think my opponent got fucked over on that. Ooh. Oh, I'm already... Alright, so I pre-purchased the upcoming Edge of Eternity's whatchamacallit, Mastery Pass. So it gave me... I don't care about them. Looks like it already gave me one. Because there's a patch today, or an update, and it had, damn, I gotta kill more creatures. Apparently it added the, even though you can't play them yet, it added the Edge of Eternity's cards to the database, so you can at least look at them and stuff. Xanathar, Guild Kingpin. I go first. I got 3 mana. I mean, we can go with it. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose a target opponent. That player can't cast spells. You may look at the top of the library. They can play my library. Yeah, Xanathar's a dickhead. So really don't want to play Witch's Cottage yet, but it is what it is. Oh good, got another... Swampy. Oh yeah, so I also got the Sephiroth sleeves finally. Thanks to the Mastery Pass. Nice. Oh, that looks pretty. Psychic Frog. Whenever this creature deals combat damage, barely draw a card, discard a card, put a counter, exile 3. Ew, really? Let's go ahead and summon Sephiroth. So in this instance, I am going to go ahead and sacrifice my Burglar Rat to proc Sephiroth and draw the card. Ooh, nice. And actually, I can get him back with my Witch's Cottage, if need be. That's a pretty land. Thief of Sanity. Spectre. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 3 cards of their library, exile 1, put the rest in the graveyard, and may cast a card. Oh, really? Soulstone Sanctuary. Let's go ahead and pay 2 for my old rat colony. And I got 2 mana open for Tragic Slip and or Mirrodin Avenged, or, you know, Reanimate. Go ahead and attack with Sephiroth. No sacrifice. Well, actually, I could sacrifice for Tragic Slip, but I want to save it. Yeah, I want to save it for Xanathar. Resolve. Block him with that, okay. Do that, and now we're going to play Mirrodin Avenged. Yay, I got a swamp. With that, Yeah, we'll end turn. Actually, I could have. I could have got that, but that's fine. Oh, thought I did that. Alright, want to hit the old Desecration Demon. Five, 6. Ooh, Liliana. Ooh, don't want to do that though. Let's go ahead and go with Desecration Demon. Pays 3. Ass. Fuck. Of course that gets exiled. Asshole. No attack. Creature or planeswalker. Ooh, so it's a good thing I didn't do Liliana. Ah, Illithid. Whenever creature you control becomes blocked, you may turn it to its owner hand. Whenever one or more creature. Okay. Let's go ahead and, I guess, do Witch's Cottage now. No. Let's do Liliana. Heh. 5, 6, 2, 4. Get some good matches. Yep, playing my rat. Come on. 2, 4, 5. That's fine. Yep. Oh, playing my rat colony. No sacrifice. I guess let's go ahead and swing with Rat Colony. Ow. Lose 2 life, I gain 2 life. Let's go ahead and Tragic Slip. The Thief of Sanity, even though I wanted to save that for Xanathar, but that is annoying me. Actually, ooh, let's do this. Let's steal his Thief of Sanity. Haha. How about that? That's an interesting swamp. That's fine. Liliana took away 4.
Wipe that smug look off your face.
4 life from my opponent, so that's fine. 2, 4, 6. So he can cast. You son of a bitch. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. Rat colony. 1, 2. So I can make that a rat. Oh, Phyrexian Arena. I haven't seen that art. Ooh, Piper of the Swarm. Nice. Boom. Boom. I'm gonna go ahead and make that a rat. A Ratland. Attack with the colony. Fuck you, man. That's a pretty Doomblade, though. That is a pretty Doomblade. Alright, so I'm about to start making tokens. Oh, fucking Xanathar. No block. Oh. That's about to be game, my good sir. Or ma'am. Good game. Again, you're seeing different things that you can do with the deck. I want to get Rot Collar out or Lord Skid or something. Oh, there we go. I almost got my other daily. Let's do another one. Doom, 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 doom. And hopefully we will end on a high note whenever it comes. So far, no Phyrexian Obliterator, no Dark Ritual shenanigans, things like that. Oh, good lord, Atraxa. I go for, ooh, I got Darkness Crystal in opening hand. And again, for the most part, the deck is cheap. Flying, well, it doesn't have Ward, so that's one good thing. Nine vermin to mill 2 cards from my opponent. Ooh, nice. Day of Judgment. Ooh, that's a pretty Day of Judgment. So that's good. Alright, let's go ahead and hit the old rat colony. Cave of Koilos. So, gonna ding my opponent whenever they tap for a swamp or a plane. Sweet. Let's go ahead and engine rat. French Loveway. With Johnny. Control. Oh, okay. See, there we go. Drag to Underworld, cost 2. Let's go ahead and put out Darkness Crystal. And then swing for 6. Yeah, that makes my leader cost 2 mana, too. Karn's Bastion. Smothering Tith. Whenever opponent draws a card, that player may pay 2. If it doesn't, create a treasure token. Yeah. Draw. Bust a sword! Resolve. Decline. Add my Swampy. Alright, let's go for Sephiroth. And I'm going to hit the Gnawing Vermin. Ooh, Mutavault, nice. Resolve. Decline. Resolve. Bust a sword. So I did depower my rat colony a little bit, but we're getting, you know, boss monster out. Alright, so Atraxa coming out soon. Destroy all creatures. Blood on snow. Yep. Cocksucker. But that still procs, so that's fine. But what I can do is... Ew. So this is a fun thing that you can do. Activate Mutavault's ability. So he's a 2/2 rat now. Let's equip Buster Sword to him. To deal 5 fucking damage, son. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, motherfucker. So, that still had Summoning Sickness. That's... Conjure Power 9. Ah, that's some bullshit. Onto the library. Scry 1. There's Atraxa. But she's getting dead. My turn. Ooh, nice. All right, now let's go ahead and Mutavault. And then equip Buster Sword. Like what the plan was last turn. And then 6 mana, I get to cast. Ooh. Hell yeah, I can cast that. God damn it! You fucking asshole. Okay. So what do I got here? I got 1, 2, 3. Darkness Crystal. rat colony. And let's go. Fury, master time. You may activate loyalty or draw a card, discard. Target creature you don't control face out. Take 2 extra turns after this.
Yet it chews the ideas like seconds are fleeting.
Rat colony. I don't give a fuck about Teferi. Going for game.
Think fast.
God damn it, come on! Stop fucking stalling. Asshole. Take your fucking loss.
Don't worry, I'll think of something.
Kaya. Chainveil. Bro. You only got 1 fucking mana open. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh,
You are pissing me the fuck off, man.
think fast.
Really? Come on.
I will put an end. Open your mind to possibilities.
Fucking draw. Alright, so I got 5, 6, 7 mana open. Well, that's all I can do. Goddamn bullshit control decks. Alright. So I got what? 5, 6, 7, 4. What's that? 5, 6, 7. Patchwork banner. I need to get Sephiroth out with Desecration Demon.
Don't worry, I'll think of something.
Or actually, Westvale Abbey also. I need five creatures for that though.
Ideas like seconds of
We could be much greater together.
Atraxa. I've actually been looking into Atraxa.
Downtrodden rise together.
Now do you see the benefits of peace?
stop right there.
I could have went ahead and equipped Buster Sword, but that's alright.
Insight is vital to success.
Patience. We will begin.
Now do you see the benefits of peace?
Opponent chooses one of those cards. Shuffle that card to your library. You may cast the other weapon. God damn it. One shuffles to get to cast the other. Time Warp. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. I mean, it's whatever. It's gonna... Oh yeah, that blinked out. I forgot.
The entire multiverse is at stake. I won't back down. There is much the past can teach us. I do love a good puzzle.
Shouldn't that have blinked back in?
I've killed many who deserve death. Now I'll protect those who deserve life. Your time's almost up.
Fear nothing. Roses plans.
Fucking douchebag.
Now do you see the benefits of peace?
Don't worry, I'll think of something.
Power belongs to the patient.
Another mystery solved.
My plan bears fruit.
Fucking come on!
I know my responsibility. We need to move quickly.
I hope you're ready to lose. You are not much of a roadblock.
Bro, suck my fucking dick, man. This goddamn horseshit. Fucking hate that crap. Any of you that play decks like that can eat a bag of dicks too. Fucking trash. Oh, shitballs. Italy. I go for, ooh, opening hand, Inquisition, nice. So, possibly getting rid of a mana dork. Yep, let's get rid of the Haven first. X damage to each creature whenever. Alright, Undercity Dire Rat, so that's going to get sacrificed with Sephiroth's ability. Nice. Swing before. Ape, dinosaur, turtle, what the shit? Gains trample until end of turn. Actually, no, that's not going to get sacrificed yet. We're gonna go ahead and flood with some more rats, rat colonies. All right. First we swing, and then we summon Sephiroth. Go ahead and hit that, so procs him, and I get a treasure token. My opponent got a treasure token also. Ooh, did I not play a land? I guess I didn't. I was too worried about that. Dinosaur. Italy. Oh. How dare you play that against me? Oh, damnation, thank you. Damn, son. Alright. Finally got to play damnation. Yeah, god damn it. 2, 4, 5. Yeah. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, here he comes. Italy's coming back. Oh, nope. War 10. That's some bull skeet. Oh, we got a little thunder action going. Yep. What's that dude getting?
I know more than
Ineffable. Can I look at the fucking card? Jesus. mean, I got nothing now. Because Tarakes, Q, whatever the fuck you say, however you say his name, is going to get me. But that's alright. Field of Ruin. Yep, good game, my dude. Good old Galta. Ulamog. Fucking Eldrazi bullshit. Ugh. Hey, I got some Duskmourn cards. Oh, because I finally completed that. Alright, let's see what another one looks like. I go first again. I mean, that's fine. So I got Zada Hedron Grinder. Whenever you cast an instance, targets only copy that. Can be one of those top things. Yep. Monkey toy. Yeah, that's from Duskmourn. Alright, let's go ahead and hit Kozilek, then. Goddamn double strike. Ornithopter, let's get rid of the double striking shit. Moria Marauder. Yep. Swampy. Now see, how do you... I want to set up my tokens. I'm not sure how you can actually set up, if you can set up individual tokens or whatever. I might want to get specific ones, you know. I don't give a shit. Still getting a card out of your hand. Ooh, Loth. Let's go ahead and get Sephiroth out. Yeah, it's 4 mana. I can do that. I'm not going to use his ability. I'm going to decline it right now. Alright. So next up's going to be Desecration Demon. And then hopefully I can start swinging at face. Ornithopter! Whenever you cast an instant sorcery that targets only Zada, copy that spell for each. How was that? Draw 2. Let me read it. For each other creature you control, choose different targets. Yeah. Decline right now. Alright, so I've got some good shit in my hand. Good game. Oh, well, there we go. Alright, we're going to end on a high note. The win. So again, fun deck. But again, I hate it when I have combo stuff to show off and the opportunity never arises. Like, again, 9 Lives Familiar with Sephiroth, or the Valley Rot Collar, Lord Skitter. But, you know, that's how it is. I want to rotate out playing these 3. I'll do another video later on focusing on my Smeagol deck. But definitely going to flip back and forth between these other ones. Because, again, I love them. But let's go ahead and open our pack. Well, let's look at this first. All right, sacrifice 100 treasure tokens over any number of games, and then instant speed. Cast 250 spells on an opponent's turn over any number of games. Oh yeah, so here we go. So that's I pre-ordered that, so I get the Mastery Pass unlocked, and then I get Tezzeret. 1 copy of Tezzeret, the card style plus his sleeves. Again, I'm not going crazy on getting stuff from Edge of Eternities. Ooh, Fear of Abduction. Amp 6 costs. There's additional cost to cast this spell. Exile a creature you control. 5/5 flyer. When this creature enters, exile a target creature an opponent controls. When this leaves the battlefield, they get him back. Okay. Glimmer Burst. Rampaging Soul Rager. Enter the Enigma. Clammy Prowler. Insidious Fungus. Sacrifice creature, choose 1, destroy an artifact, enchantment, or draw a card, and put a land into play. Huh? Ooh, I got a rare wild card. Nice. Ragged Playmate. Target creature power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. Nice. Twist Reality. That looks like some Scary Stories. Was it Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark? Little art. Underwater Tunnel and Slimy Aquarium. Spectral Snatcher. I already got that one. Painter Studio and Defaced Gallery. When you unlock this door, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play them till end of your turn. And end of your next turn. Nice. Whenever you attack creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. And we have Enduring Innocence. 3 costs, 2/1 Sheep Glimmer. Lifelink. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control with power 2 or less enter, draw a card. This ability triggers only once per turn. When Innocence dies, if it's a creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. It becomes an enchantment. So yeah, that's that enchantment creature thing. Not bad at all. Anywho, thanks for joining me on this video. I appreciate it. And you know the drill, like, subscribe, share. Let me know in the comments what you think of the deck. If you're interested in, you know, making something similar, what you want to do, not do, whatever. Again, let me know in the comments. And until next time, Planeswalkers, Harry Jace, out.